Are you wanting a result in an area of your life? Maybe it's mentally, emotionally, financially, your relationships. Well, today I want to talk about the impact that energy plays in any area of your life and how you can really maximize that using what I've used. And if you stay until the very end, I have an extra point for you then as well. As always, if you want to connect further, you can find my social media links in the show notes below as well. Now, what I found in any area of my life, whether it's been podcasting, whether it's been in business, whether it's been in sales, whether it's been making more friends, dating, whatever it's been, right? Then I've always needed good energy in any area, right? Because if I've not got good energy, it's going to limit myself to move forward. And sometimes I used to think, all right, energy is all about, I need energy to go to the gym or work out. That's very true. If you're absolutely knackered and you've eaten a load of bad stuff or drunk a load of bad stuff and you're coming into a training session, it's always going to be hard for you, right? As opposed to eating cleanly, looking after your body. I found it so true though for any area of my life, particularly when I've had to really up level myself and had the opportunity to, I'm grateful for, in taking more responsibility, leadership positions. I really had to make sure my energy was on point, right? I believe we all need energy, right? And we all have energy, whether there's more or less in some of us, is to be determined, depending on what you're doing for your body and your mind. And we'll go through a few points in a minute. Yet any area of life, I found it's absolutely critical to have good and solid energy levels as you're moving forward. But ask yourself this: if you're lacking energy and you're trying to push yourself through day-to-day life, trying to get success in something, how much harder does it make it? Because if you're anything like me, it didn't help me when I've not really looked after my energy. So here's a few simple points I really want to share with you about energy. The first one: what are you eating? And make a food log, right? What I started to notice was things I got sensitive to. It was crazy. And when I started really paying attention to what's the ingredients of packets, in particular, what was quite funny was there was what I would perceive as good foods, healthy foods, which really weren't. There's so many chemicals. If you see something with a load of long name chemicals on the back of the food, it is not good for you, right? You could buy. My friend was talking to me the other day. Oh, I might get a nice pasta. Do you know what's in that kind of stuff, right? Well, you could get a fresh pasta at a cafe, but some of these processed ones, it's crazy, right? So if you start paying attention to what are the ingredients and actually start logging your change in energy after you've eaten something, that's going to give you an advantage. The second one: are you having the right supplements? In the UK in particular, I know from a lot of my American friends, it's very similar. A lot of us are deficient in things like vitamin D, vitamin B in some cases, omega-3. And these are really good sort of brain supplements. They're really good for our energy, really good for looking after our body in general. So I'm not a medical professional. I can't tell you what to take and what not, right? But from my own experience, when I've been deficient in things like vitamin D or omega-3, it's not my energy back and I've not been as efficient. So getting a nutritionist or getting someone professional to guide you in terms of what you might need is always going to be an advantage. And then thirdly, the mental side, the information you are taking in on a regular basis is going to increase or drain your energy. And sometimes we're not even conscious to it. I've certainly found this. I was maybe watching a film that was a bit negative or perhaps listening to something that wasn't so uplifting. It's drained my energy and I'm like, wow, I feel really drained. Yet there's other things that are uplifting, exciting, podcasts, personal growth programs that I've got. And I notice my rise in energy so much more. So paying attention to that third thing, the information, is always going to be an advantage for you as well. Now, I've got a final point I want to finish off with. Once again, just to mention, though, that if you want to connect with me more on social media, you can find all my links in the show notes below as well. The final thing I will really share with you is, even just on a recent weekend, I really kind of felt this and reflected on this. Being around the right people is going to be key. And now sometimes they're well-intentioned people in our lives. I've certainly had that. Yet they can be some people can really suck your energy. Can you think of that? Can you think of people who might drain your energy a little bit more? Well, start becoming even more conscious of that and find yourself around more people who give you energy than drain your energy, because that's really going to impact you if you want to move forward. I've been around people in like the personal growth world, and I get like so much energy. They inspire me to do things, and it feels amazing. Such as my sales team, we're always up leveling each other with our energy. So being around the right people is key. So that's what I got for you today. I appreciate you for being here, and remember to lead with your heart and not with fear.